3, 2, 1. Welcome to Credit Zero.
Welcome to Credit Zero!
The podcast by After School Arcade in its third season, everybody!
Season 3.
Congratulations on making it through Drew Hobden.
That's me.
Congratulations on making it through Darel Dean.
Thank you.
Congratulations on making it through Leslie.
Thanks.
And congratulations on making it through Luke.
Thank you. And congratulations on making it through Paul.
Thank you. I'm very excited. It's a brand new year, and plus, it's summer. Fuck you,
well,
Drew.
It's not a new year.
It's white boy
It's
summer.
a new season.
It's a new,
I don't want to take you up on something immediately.
Yeah?
But speak properly, Paul.
Remember how, before recording this, I had said, you know what, I'm gonna support people's bits.
You said that.
I said that, and then Drew, Death by Snoo Hobden, decides to just fucking barrel in.
What a way to go, though, to be honest.
Death by Snoo?
Yeah.
I feel like Death by Fucking would make me like fucking less.
What's snoo?
You'd be dead. It wouldn't matter.
Snoo is, I believe, a term from Futurama
Yeah.
for, I think is it either a term for sex or just a term for vaginas?
Well, it's the giantess planet or whatever.
Yes.
So I don't know if they refer. I assumed they were referring to sex specifically.
All
But
right.
They said it's time for snoo. So they could just
You could
be
just say
saying
it's time for vagina.
It's vagina time, baby.
Yeah, if I was together with a creature of the night and and
Phantom of the Opera.
Don't look at me, I'm hideous.
and someone and I told them oh, it's time for penis, they wouldn't go excuse me, what do you mean? They'd know.
I feel like they'd know it, but is that a turn on for you?
If I don't care if it's a turn on for me if I say it's a time
If
for
somebody
penis.
comes up to you and says it's vagina time,
I'd say, oh goodness me, and look at the nearest clock.
Oh goodness me already. Oh my goodness, I'm late.
let me loosen my belt.
I posed this question to Luke on the way here, but how would your world change if your significant other's if your significant other's catchphrase was "Look at my eggs"?
Okay, my first thought to that question is that she's all of a sudden a baker because that's what I associate eggs with.
Baking.
But that's really boring.
You associate eggs with baking.
Yeah, when you think of cakes, you whipping it up.
I was picturing someone who breeds things that come from eggs. You know,
Like
look at my
chickens and
eggs.
stuff?
Look at my
I'm
eggs,
making-
there's chickens, there's
Yeah.
ducks, there's ostriches there. Even octopi.
What I think of is like a mother
Okay.
frog or something. Look at my eggs, I just
And it's
laid.
just a whole
Yeah.
sack of eggs.
Yeah.
So cephalopods just get born live?
I think so.
Okay.
Oh,
I'd like a
I'm
little
not sure about
baby
that. Octopi are, at the very least, are eggs.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
They're tiny little, and they swim around in the egg.
Ah,
This episode, there's a mandatory minimum quota. We have to bring up one movie, and one of us has to be wrong about something. Given Leslie and I have opposite stances, one of us is wrong, so we've got that quota down.
Yeah.
What are
Yeah.
you talking about? We're wrong about things so much.
Oh yeah?
It's great.
Name 3 things you're wrong about, Daryl. Yeah,
He's going to heaven.
wrong.
Another thing.
You don't even believe in heaven.
Yeah,
Yeah?
I'm agnostic.
Okay, go. But that means okay. Go on.
I believe in God, bro.
That's not
No,
what
that's
agnostic
not
means.
agnostic.
The-
It could.
in fact,
No?
the central tenet to agnosticism is that you specifically don't believe.
I don't believe in
No,
a
that's
religion.
atheism.
No. Atheism is when you strictly believe that there is no God, but agnosticism is when you don't
Lack
believe.
of belief in
Exactly.
existing
I was-
things, but an openness to something that may.
Bingo.
I was
Yeah.
told that there's 2 scales. There's Gnosticism and there's theism.
Gnosticism.
Theism
Drew,
is
you're nasty.
Theism
You are no.
is the sort of belief in either a religion or the absence of religion or whatever. And Gnosticism is how confident you are in that belief. If you're agnostic, you're I don't really know, I can't prove it, but this is probably
Yeah,
right.
agnostic,
Like
yeah.
an agnostic atheist.
So you don't
or
believe
an
in anything.
agnostic Christian.
So the absence of Gnosticism is not believing.
No, it's 2 scales.
Also, I think that's confusing terminology because Gnosticism is a real religion, and it doesn't just mean being confident in the existence of God.
That's what I was told. I could be wrong.
You are.
That's the second
As
thing
you
we're wrong
often
about
are.
today.
I'm just gonna throw that one down on the table. We have questions, by the way.
No, we don't. You're wrong.
Oh. Thanks, Drew. Coming in strong. By the way, we have an improv troupe. We didn't mention that. This is season 3. We're doing a very odd cold open.
Whoa.
What is the purpose of this podcast? First person to raise their hand. No one will know. Okay, it's Leslie. It helped that you said so I guess people did know.
We like to talk about things. We also like to do a little talk after our shows. We're an improv group.
We talk after the shows?
Well, they do.
I left every time. I thought we were done.
We were okay with that.
We weren't
Talk
doing
shit
it
about you
originally.
with the audience.
There's a stand-up routine after.
I do like the idea of like Darel leaving before the audience members do. Like we bow, like "Good night, everybody." Pew! It's just gone.
Yeah, like people beating traffic at the ACC.
Yeah, he's got to get home. He has a fucking hour and a half commute, and then he has to immediately wipe his ass.
Yep.
That poor man.
That's one thing I was wrong about.
You don't like wiping your ass?
I don't
anymore?
wipe my ass so much.
It's not
I
excessive.
don't believe you.
You know? Hold on, guys. I
That's
swear,
not
I'm
being
telling
wrong.
the truth.
That's lying. It's saying that you wipe your ass a lot, and then it turns out you don't. Either you need help, or you're lying.
For anyone who missed the last episode, Darel revealed that he does like to take breaks at his office job just to go wipe his ass for fun.
He wipes his ass recreationally.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? Since that episode, I became really self-conscious.
Oh, I'm sorry.
About how much I wipe my ass. So now I'm like a chronic no wiper.
You can. Oh,
Okay,
that's
hold on.
worse.
Go too far in the other
worse.
direction.
Yes, very.
Very much so.
I
At least you had a
prefer-
calloused anus before.
I would prefer it if you wiped your ass. In fact, this is an intervention. On 3, we're all going to say wipe your ass, and you're going to do it in front of us. 1, 2, 3.
Wipe your ass.
Okay.
Oh.
Anyway, we're an improv troupe, and every month we do shows. And during those shows, we get people to write down questions for us to answer on this lovely podcast.
Maybe
So-
you saw one of our shows, and now
Yeah.
you're listening to this podcast, and we're sorry. It probably is a little bit more crass than you thought it was going to be. It's so weird how, like, I've talked about this before, how we are very crass on this podcast, and yet improv, which is a medium that's understood to be very crass, where like people often make sex jokes, poop jokes, incest jokes all the goddamn time for no real reason.
We don't touch that shit.
Eating my sister's poop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't eat my sister's poop
Classic
personally, and
improv.
I don't like improvisers that do.
Well, you wouldn't know.
that's
would
a
you?
Hard stance.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to cut some people out of our circle.
We're not here to
Yeah,
make
sorry.
enemies, Paul.
I don't know if you would
Like,
know.
we like swear sometimes, and we have like sex jokes sometimes, but I feel like we do not we're not as bar prov.
Yeah, there's nothing
Yes.
overt about
Yeah.
Not as
Yeah.
ball
All
prov.
the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're right.
balls prof.
I mean,
Balls prov,
we
balls
do have a
prov.
lot of balls between us. There's in the troop, there's 9 total. Figure it out. Anyway, so we have questions from our thing. So do we want to get right? Let's just jump right into it.
We may or may not have 9 total. I think we have 9.
Oh,
9?
right.
You pieces of shit! We work hard for you.
Work hard for the money.
Is that a song, or did you just make that up now?
I made it up.
That was good, actually.
Hey.
You say you don't sing, dude?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Dude,
man.
you breathe
Yes,
music.
our first ever single is going to be called "Work Hard for the Money." And it's going to be sung by Drew, leader of the crew, Hobden.
Yeah. That's a good like Olivia Newton-John. Like I'm imagining like,
Yeah.
work hard for the money.
Wow. That really fits it, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Put that on your Xanadu soundtrack. Movie quota fulfilled. All right, go.
Drew, why do you make your father think?
Is that a question from the audience?
Think?
That came from the audience.
I'm so sorry. Drew's dad, I have a side note.
Yeah.
After I got home from the last show, Luke, my boyfriend, told me that he overheard before the show started that your dad was talking to the lovely woman he brought with him and said, "You know, I remember when it was just the guys."
Wait, he said that in
make
this
him-
show too?
Yeah, at the last show.
I make him think to challenge him on his opinions. Because he needs somebody to call him out.
He
I
does.
remember when I paid to see men and not just a woman.
Yeah.
Up here stealing the limelight.
I should not come out as NB to your dad, I don't think. I remember it was just the guys. Get that fucking turd out of here, too. There's just gonna be like, by the end of it, it's just gonna be like, it's not even gonna be Drew, it's gonna be Darel just left in the troop, and like Doug is like, yes, finally, man push.
Back to purity.
Yeah. You're like sitting next to him going, Dad. All right,
Go up to like join for some audience participation. He's like, "No, you've had your chance."
Yeah, I want real men on the show.
Drew, did you answer that question?
Yeah, I challenge him on his ideas. That's why he has to think. I make him think about his stupid opinions.
That's your dad, dude. I like that.
It's Father's Day this month. I can get away with it.
I feel okay. This is another question from an audience member. Sorry, Darel, no name on it. To whoever is reading this. Sorry. There's instructions here.
Oh,
you
there's
guys
a
talk
quiet
amongst
part?
yourselves.
Don't say the quiet part out loud, Paul.
Yeah, I almost did.
Don't say talk amongst yourselves and then fill the space.
I'm not gonna talk.
You're
Okay.
gonna stay quiet?
Okay, my bad. This question is, what is everyone's favorite band and why?
Fucking, why did I have a feeling this question was gonna ask?
This question was gonna ask.
It was gonna ask us
question was
some
gonna
How's this
real
gonna
questions.
twist? It's gonna be like then roast them on why that
No.
band's awful.
No, it's basically a long-winded way of saying
God,
what's
I
everyone's
hate
favorite
picking
band.
like top things. I think probably like Shine Down, if I had to pick.
Okay. Nice.
I feel like that's pointed.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
you.
These are getting wet.
Nice.
Shut up, this is me.
Nice.
Alright, that fulfills the quota. To whoever is reading this, ask what everyone's favorite band is, and randomly in 30 seconds start uncontrollably sneezing. You're welcome.
I was gonna say because that's not
Pass
your
the
sneeze.
conflict.
Yeah. Well, it
I
sounds
was like, why the fuck are you sneezing like
I
a
don't
normal
fucking-
person?
I did fucking actually commit to the bit and make my arm wetter than fucking Moses parting the Red Sea.
Fucking Daniel Day-Lewis over here.
Well, clearly not, because Daniel Day-Lewis would actually sneeze. Dude's a method actor to the highest degree.
Yeah, that's what
Get
you
that
did.
feather out.
That's
Start-
what you did.
I mean, I did cover my arm in weird smelling droplets.
Look straight into the sun.
He fucking...
None.
Wait, we're just gonna go with Shine
Are we
Down, that's
still-
it?
Shine Down is all of our favorite bands.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Well, we all like to just quickly shout out your favorite bands.
You're like, I don't want to say it for you.
No, say it.
Leslie, is your favorite band, or is it your partner's? That's Depeche Mode.
That's my partner's.
Okay.
She's
What
Did
did
you get the
Um,
playlist he made for
like the
you?
press-
It was very cute.
It was cute. He was like tailoring where they are in the playlist.
Leslie's partner, who's also named Luke, sent me a playlist on Spotify of the best Depeche Mode songs. Hilariously, I don't have Spotify, so what I had to do was copy the title and then post it into YouTube, and then just listen to it that way. But still, it
It
works.
worked. Yeah.
My God, I really have been sleeping on fucking Depeche Mode, because like you hear like,
Good.
I just can't get enough.
Yeah, fuck
Can't get enough.
Dancing.
And like that's their most famous song, and it's like this is a neat little, fun, silly '80s tune. And then like I got recommended to listen to Violator, possibly by your partner, and holy shit, the opening is like both the most intense like we're gonna fuck song ever, but also it can double as a Bond theme, and I'm
Yeah.
deadly serious. It's like one of the best songs I've listened to in
Bond
recent memory.
theme, like aesthetic, like sounding songs. I really
Yeah, a
enjoy.
lot of their stuff is
play-
like dark, dramatic, sexy, mysterious kind of.
In that album for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
What's your favorite band?
My favorite band, probably the most consistent, is Gorillaz. I've
Okay.
always been a fan of them. I like the variety in their music, but recently more the Strokes, Metric.
All right.
Yeah.
Darel, you're a person about music.
Well, you mentioned Depeche Mode, and that really reminded me of this
Steely Dan.
this duo called Sparks that was
Oh, yeah.
introduced to me the other day.
That is my boyfriend's top favorite band in the world. He's obsessed with them.
Why'd you say Depeche
I was
Mode?
going to say, yeah, you said it was Depeche Mode.
It's both.
He likes Depeche Mode a little bit more. He was so obsessive that he stalked their Facebook page and got to run it for a day. I don't
Yeah,
know if
he did.
You got to run their Facebook.
Yeah,
page
there was
right
like
now?
a little competition they had. And then they also added all those people who got to run it for one day for the whole year, those 365 people, into their own individual Facebook
Oh,
group.
like for a day every year it was somebody else running it. Okay.
And now they're all in their own secluded group where they still
the
like
fan
post
club, the
stuff
super
about
fan
Depeche
club?
Mode. Yeah, it's cute.
That is very cute.
The reason I mentioned Sparks is because they're very. They've been doing music for like 50 years. They're still doing, by the way. And
They just released their newest album 2 weeks ago.
Does anyone give a shit?
I give a shit. This is cool. Fuck you.
My
Not about
boyfriend
Daryl's
gives
story.
a shit.
And about
I
their
know the
music.
story that they're still putting stuff out.
No, it's Yeah, they're not as relevant as they used to be. But it's like in the 70s, they had this like they might have been the first band to start
I don't know.
this.
Oh, okay, sorry.
To start this like 80s sounding synthy like kind of thing.
I don't think so.
I thought he was just gonna say I thought they were the first band, and I was like,
I don't think that's true.
I feel like you're missing a few.
I don't believe you.
What's your favorite band, Luke?
It rotates. When I was a kid, I listened to a lot of Rush, and I'm trying to reintroduce myself to that. When I was a teenager, I listened to the Beatles a lot.
Oh my god.
Okay.
What
the fuck?
Your musical taste is like the diametric opposite of mine.
Okay.
That's fine.
I've been listening a lot to like a lot of 60s and 70s folk music recently. Oh my god. So like Gordon Lightfoot, Hometown Hero, just died. So I've been listening a lot to him.
Rip the goat.
And also Mamas and Papas.
Mamas and the Papas are alright.
I really like Mamas and Papas. I've been honestly like I haven't been listening to a ton of music lately, and when I do, it's mostly like classical music and like modular synth music for like reading and stuff.
They're the same fucking genre, my friend. I'll maintain that opinion.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
like
think
modern electronica music is like a direct extension.
Oh yeah, because most like electronic music in that sort of vein is like experimental, right? And that's classical music, like it's like very like cutting edge.
Well, also they use very algorithmic, like very specific maths to make their like notes go like like that.
Yeah.
Why did you pluralize that?
Maths? Mathematics is short for mathematics.
Yeah.
It's a British.
It's like half of the world says it that way.
Yeah, different types of math.
British, but
So maths.
Math is
Sciences.
Types of math?
Different types of math.
algebra,
They use different
calculus.
types?
There's fucking
statistics.
trig, dude. I don't know what it is.
No,
but
I know. I know
Don't
there's
wanna
different types
know.
of math. I just didn't know they use that in music.
It's trigonometry. Like,
Yeah.
look at this triangle.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Pythagoras a couple thousand years ago was like, dude, look at this shit.
3 quarters?
triangle. Wow.
Damn.
That guy loved to fuck guys.
I guess it rotates for me too. I really like. I sympathize with your expression about Sparks. Like they're still releasing music because one of my favorite bands is Electric Light Orchestra.
Yeah,
And-
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, and
You
Jeff.
you never know more. You let me finish, and I'm not complaining.
All right, what do you have to say about
pointing it
Sparks?
No, it's like I was gonna say. Sparks reminded me of Depeche Mode, but you know what my favorite band was?
What?
ELO.
Is it actually ELO your favorite band?
Discovery and Turn Blue are 2 of my favorite albums of all time.
Y'all would really get along with my boyfriend. I'm just finding this out as we're about to move.
We've hung out with your boyfriend
Yeah,
before,
like
Leslie.
occasionally, but
Do you miss him or something like that? You brought him up like 5 times on this podcast. You live with him. Where's my boy? Where's my boyfriend? Where's my boyfriend?
He's a side piece. He's married to Marge, but he has some twink that he fucks.
Where's my boy toy, Marge?
Do you call Leslie's boyfriend a twink?
he's
I call him a twink as well.
twink too?
Yeah, I told him.
Dude, he's such a
his
Twinkie
face.
that he used to be a hostess. Come on.
Yeah.
You see what I did there? Yeah,
I consider myself an oatmeal pie.
And
He's a bit of a ding dong sometimes.
speaking so much of
No,
him-
I haven't gotten to say my fucking
Okay,
favorite
well,
band
hurry
shit yet. For fuck's sakes, I want to talk. Daryl, shut up. I'm glad that we both like ELO. ELO is pretty cool. I like their newest stuff. I know a lot of people don't, but there was, what was it, From Out of Nowhere and Alone in the Universe, those two. Cool. Those two were really good. But I also like these weird bands that I've gotten introduced to in some other weird way. Like I got introduced to Arcade High, a very obscure synthwave band, through a video essay, and I'm like, oh, I like them a lot. I got introduced to a Russian band called Leningrad because they had amazing music videos that went viral. Like even so viral that they left their home country and home language. You know that has to
Right,
mean
yeah,
something.
yeah.
And that was like, they only went viral in around the 2018 area, but I was lucky enough to see them at the time, and now I just keep up with their music. They're like ska punk, but in a so like they have like these very like kind of sounds, but with like trumpets and shit. Yeah, it's super good. It's super good.
Who's the rudest boy in that?
Who's the rudest boy?
Yeah, who's the rudest boy?
I wouldn't be able to pronounce his name without A, butchering it, B, sacrificing a bunch of phlegm to the gods, but he is a really talented singer.
Okay, he's a rude boy.
Yeah, he's a rude boy.
Excellent.
He's a rude boy. All right, I'm finished. Thank you.
Rude
Leslie.
boy. In and out.
rude boy. Just to the trombonist. I'm a rude boy. I like ska.
What would you do if you were the rudest boy in the Circle K?
In the Circle K, I'd fucking crown myself king and eat all the chips.
All right. Be careful, those at Circle K, those chips are like $6 a bag now.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's not
What?
fun.
What is
It's a
it?
markup.
Fucking.
We're a long cry from the time when Bill and Ted were there.
Yeah. Whoa. Strange things are afoot at the Circle K. I say that in my brain every time I see a Circle K.
Why did I feel like you like Bill and Ted? Well,
I
if you
love because my dad is Bill and Ted.
also because you like Wayne's World.
Yeah.
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 All right, I'm done with this.
All right. Speaking of
I also
my...
like SZA. Anyway.
I like Lizzo.
Sizzle?
SZA, we're in a really great time for R&B right now. So fucking Free Nationals, Daniel Caesar, SZA, Anderson .Paak,
He's making
Thundercat.
I don't know any of these people.
Fucking.
When there's a will, there's a way. Anderson Davies, Gump the Pump.
Got the Pump does sound like a good artist name.
Yeah, that sounds like my kind of band, bro.
Oh, who is it right now? It's the Pump! Pump, 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 pump.
Hey everybody, I'm Gum, and let's get ready to pump.
You ever have one of those things where you say it and then you realize, I just said that. That came out my mouth. Yeah, that was Gump the Pump for me.
Is that to catch up?
All right.
Solo work. Anyway.
The next question also comes from my partner. He asks, what is your favorite way to sit? How are you sitting right now?
On a dildo.
Boy, you know... Okay.
But by the way, that's like the 7th time he was brought up on this podcast.
I know.
You're obsessed, you freak, with your partner.
How dare you think about him?
If she's a freak with her partner, acceptable.
Oh yeah, definitely for
If
God.
you're a lone freak, ugh.
It passes his test.
Yeah.
Passes the test. It clears the race. The Formula 1 of fucking.
Is monogamy?
It's so clean. So pure.
Dildo derby.
If the Formula 1 of fucking is monogamy, what is NASCAR?
Tickler Talladega.
That's fucking one night stands.
Just quick and dirty?
Yeah.
See that?
Bachelor.
That's like group sex, but with your family.
Excuse me?
This is a
Yeah,
far
Darel.
cry from what chairs do you
Yeah,
like
Darel.
sitting on the most.
Daryl, what do you think we said? And how did that feed into what you just said right now?
Do you remember how you laughed and went like that's not a joke, that's just a schizophrenic thought?
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys don't see that as related.
Okay, walk us through it.
Okay.
Step by step.
Formula One racing. That's like
fucking-
super fast. That's like, like the nice cars. You
Okay,
know, like
pause,
Where does the
pa-
family
pause,
come in? Is
Pause.
all-
We're with him so far, yes?
Okay.
We're all with him so far. I'm cars going fast.
Okay.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I will buy into the premise that Formula One is about cars going fast.
yes. And,
Go
and-
on.
All right, we're good.
And it's like varied tracks. The tracks are all unique, and it's like
Very tracks.
You do left turns and right turns.
Okay,
and,
pause. Formula One, there are left turns and right turns.
Yeah, and it's very tracks.
And they have multiple different tracks.
Wait. A Formula One they do have, because like NASCAR, that's the one
That's
where they
a
only
circle.
have the
Yeah,
right turns.
and that's what I'm
Yeah.
getting to. So now with NASCAR,
All right.
same cars, all the same cars.
No, they're not. They're stock cars.
They're pretty
That's the whole
different.
point of NASCAR.
They look the same though.
They do not.
They have advertisements on it.
Yeah, but
They're
I mean,
stock cars.
The,
They
the
look
shape of the
different.
cars, the shape of the cars look same.
No, they
No, they
don't.
don't.
The whole point is that the shape are different. They're stock cars.
That's true for Formula One. NASCAR, they're all. It's just like
you
the
didn't
ads
make
that
the
are
point
different.
of
Formula One
Formula
are racing cars. NASCAR is stock cars. It's the National Association of Stock Car Auto Racing. That's what the S stands for.
Yeah, they're stock cars, so they're all.
Formula One doesn't use stock cars.
Have you ever gotten like
Let me
stock
double check this.
from the warehouse? All the stock is the
I will-
same.
I will apologize very hard if it turns out Formula One has stock cars.
Are you saying that the
Formula One doesn't-
chassis look the same?
Yes. I mean, come on. Like,
Okay.
this is where I'm
to,
going.
To allow Daryl to continue his point, let's just accept
we haven't even
that
gotten
as
to the
truth.
incest yet, and we're already
Let's accept as truth that all of NASCAR.
it's so different from a fucking stock car. Look at this, dude.
And those are just two examples.
Look at this. Does this would the chassis look the same as a fucking stock car?
Yeah, but that's not what I'm saying.
That's Formula One, dude.
Formula
what
One-
do you mean? That's not what you said.
Formula One.
What the fuck?
And now-
He's out of air.
Formula One cars look different. NASCAR, they all look.
That
the
was
same.
our point, and you said they look the
He
same.
said they all look the same.
You said they all look the same, and now you're like, well, that's my point. They all look different. Fuck you, dude.
Okay, dude, where does the fucking your family tie into this?
We need to move on. I already hate you, but we need to move on.
We're gonna follow through a false premise for you.
All right. Okay.
This is your no birds moment. This is 100% your no birds moment.
Okay.
Go on. Wow me.
So in NASCAR, they're going in circles. They're just going in circles.
Okay, yes, that part is true. In NASCAR, they're all going in what?
It's just a picture from a NASCAR track.
They do not look the same.
So that looks like this.
I'm
He's looking back and forth between the two pictures.
I'm not saying the two cars look the same.
Terrible. Just your incest metaphor. Just to give you some credit.
Okay,
Does this incest
please.
metaphor, is it going to work a little better with the information that Formula Ones actually look more similar than NASCAR's? If you just flipped your metaphor, do you think that would help you out a little
I
bit?
think it would. You
Okay,
know?
so
Alright,
Formula
we're
1 is
somewhere.
like
We're
incest.
somewhere.
Is your point now?
So no, we haven't gotten to the money shot yet of incest. Go ahead.
Okay, and because of NASCAR, they're all like
I'm gonna have to label this as explicit just because of this conversation.
they're all like very similar. It's like, oh well, like we're in the same race together. We're all together like the same family. Huh? See?
Wait, you're talking about NASCAR now?
Yeah.
But they don't make the left and right turns. We
No,
were
they
talking
don't.
about Formula One.
No, he's saying
I
that
said
they're-
the Formula One of fucking, and you said it was like the family.
No, now you're getting lost.
Okay.
We all
Can
agreed-
you blame me?
We all agreed that
very
Formula
sim-
One is the monogamy of racing. Like it's.
I'm not.
Sorry.
You say we all agree. That's a bonkers premise.
That was the original premise, and then Darel said that NASCAR is like incest
It's like the group
because you
group
stayed
sex.
together with your
just
little
because
family
it's
and
inhabited
you
by
grew-
Southerners. That's a negative stereotype.
He didn't say that.
Yeah.
Just because they
and
were
Italians
too
are not monogamous.
Yeah,
Italians?
that's more like Le Mans. No, I think that's French.
Okay. I don't know where Formula One races take place.
I think they take place in America.
All over the world.
I think I
Actually, yeah,
understand
they
your
probably take
premise.
place
Yeah,
all over
they
the
do.
world.
You're
Yeah.
wrong, but I think I understand your premise.
Okay.
There are two Dale Earnhardts, and that's kind of weird. I will admit. Like what?
What's
What's
the
up with
original
that?
question? How we
The
like to
original
sit?
question was, how do you like to sit?
Yeah,
how
fuck
are
that.
you sitting right now?
Fuck that, Luke. Go finish your point, and then we'll head back to the Luke chair debacle.
In NASCAR, the cars look the same. Like in your family.
He's
You
crying,
know,
by
like
the way.
people
Daryl
in your
is crying
family
right now.
Like people in your family look the same
No, they
because you're
don't.
related. Maybe. Okay.
Some
Give
families
me
do.
some credit. Holy shit. You keep on asking me to explain this.
Yeah, we don't understand!
Some people look
This
related
is
when they're in the
his
same family.
perspective.
My mother, when she was my sister's age, looked exactly like my sister. So yes, a lot of family members will look similar.
Yeah.
I give this one to you.
yeah.
Okay.
I bequeath you on this day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So they look the same, like in the family, and they keep on going in one direction. They keep on turning in circles. They keep on turning left in NASCAR. right?
What's the metaphor for the family here? They all keep turning left.
What if
Is
they
it
keep
like-
going right? Is it
is-
clockwise or
They don't explore
counterclockwise?
other options. They
Oh, so
stay
it's like
in
an
the circle.
inbreeding.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
the
yeah.
genetic
He's right,
twists
it's-
and turns.
I believe it's left turns.
Yeah. Genetic twists and turns by fucking people you're not related to. Is
Yes.
that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
But there's only one twist. There's only one turn.
Yeah, but that's the
That's the
thing.
point.
Is in NASCAR, you're only doing one turn, and that's a
Ah.
lack of genetic diversity.
I get okay. All right.
Really
Well,
worth
was
it?
it worth it, everybody?
Really worth
I
it.
see. I see.
I
your.
feel like if we gave you the space to explain yourself, that could have been done in like a minute.
This was
Possibly.
more. This was
I
more
don't
fun.
know. Disagree.
Yeah, no, you kind of destroyed your own point earlier on, especially since you began with Formula One and then also confused the Formula One cars and NASCARs. And then when we proved you wrong, you were like, "Yeah, that's my point," and you guys are disagreeing with me. It was much like Formula One. It took a lot of twists and turns.
Right.
So anyway, my favorite way
What do you
to sit,
think
I
of Drew's
actually have-
impression of a foghorn?
Can we sample that and send it to the Coast Guard? Put it on every
Coast
boat.
Guard.
If we pay enough money, do you think they'll change their horn to a sample of you doing that? How much? Everybody's got a price.
It's not really solving any problems that they might have.
The problem is that Drew isn't represented enough in the Coast Guard, and
Yeah.
the solution is put in this audio. What kind of chairs do we like sitting on?
That's not
That's
the
not
question.
the question.
What kind of chairs are we sitting on right now?
No.
That's not the question.
What is your favorite way to sit? How are you sitting right now?
All right,
Wow.
so I have 2 favorite ways to sit. All right,
I know one of them.
both of them involve
On
twists.
me and on you.
So one of them is my girlfriend affectionately refers to as pretzeling, and it's kind of like where you like hook your like legs around each other.
They're
like-
straight out for the listener.
Yeah, like you're sitting like I don't know. So you're sitting straight out, right?
We should
Nothing's happening.
emphasize that Drew's legs are longer than most humans.
Well, yeah, that's why it's so comfortable. And then you cross them, but you don't cross them like spread out. They're like tight. They're like tight together. And
You're braiding your legs.
braiding your legs together. That's why she
great.
calls it pretzeling, because it's like together.
And much like NASCAR, it's interbreeding.
Interbraiding.
I also like sitting
Interbraiding is
with,
a big problem in our community.
I also like sitting with one leg in like the crisscross applesauce position, but the other one like sort of looped
Dangling.
over it and dangling.
Looped over
It
it.
does make my foot fall asleep sometimes because it cuts off circulation.
They
if
get
I'm, like
switched.
the chair. Yeah, exactly. So,
One time I had to go to the hospital, it was purple and black.
so that answers your question, Luke.
I'd sit on the edge right now, but I don't often. It depends on the chair that I'm sitting in, I guess.
And the movie
Yeah.
you're watching.
I'm gonna watch a movie tomorrow,
On
and,
the edge of your seat.
and I'm gonna let you know all about it.
When this question was originally asked, I was sitting like this. Normally,
Yeah, great.
Normally with my hands very close to my knees with
This
my
is normal
fingers.
for you? You're sitting like Donkey Kong.
With my fingers, but I'm sitting normally. It's my hands that are weird.
His
hands are
elbows
gone.
are jutting out at the side.
Yeah,
And
he's
so I
like
was-
he's got this inverted grasp on his kneecaps. He's
Yeah.
like he's
Sitting
prying
his son
open his,
down like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to you.
he's prying open his own legs like a vice grip.
Yeah, right. And so that's just pulling your legs apart. That was the way I was sitting when the question was originally asked.
And
but
now-
the way I love sitting is like this, cross-legged but spread out, opposite of Drew.
Can you
Taking the
describe it a
space.
little better than cross-legged but spread out?
No.
So like the way that
I'm not describing any more with any more detail. Okay,
visually
we're not
impaired.
going down any more rabbit holes here.
Daryl's left foot is on top of his right knee. There you go.
It's like the way that I described my second one, but my foot is underneath my leg, and his foot is on top of his leg.
Excellent.
It's what I like to call the psychologist sit. The psychologist
I
stance.
get that. Yeah.
You know, like tell me
Stance is
about
stance.
your problem.
You can lean into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The way I like to sit depends on the task. I like the
task.
psychologist sit when I'm reading. I also like, if I have a really good chair, I like sitting cross-legged in the chair while I'm reading. If I'm working on something, I find I need to like straddle it. Like I need it pretty close to
know that
like
feeling.
in between my knees.
With
when
Drew.
I had a desk in university and I didn't
You're working
use it.
on Drew?
Go on
Because
airplane
I
mode,
put
Drew. Stop texting in the middle of our
my laptop
podcast.
Are you working on Drew?
on the corner of my bed.
Nice.
And then I'd straddle it with my chair.
You're working on Drew?
What are you looking up, Drew?
I'll say your thing, and I'll tell you.
I've already
working on
said my
Drew?
thing. Stop saying the same sentence. Leslie, have you answered?
Hey babe, I'm sitting cross-legged.
Just like the way you like.
You know me, I never sit with my feet touching the ground. I just love having bendy legs.
I only sit the way you want me to, babe.
So
Please send money.
I promise, babe, I'm doing the psychologist sit. Send me money, babe.
yeah, I just like to sit cross-legged or with my knees up, or like folded, or just I like having my leggies close.
Your leggies.
My leggies.
Itty bitty leggies. Alright, give us another question.
So the
This is not a question.
the leg lock is what we were calling the psychologist sit, and apparently the key traits are confident, dominating, youthful, secure, content, argumentative, and
How is
competitive.
youthful in there? What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
Maybe
it's-
like when you're young you can like feel this, but when you're old it like starts to hurt. Yeah.
do you find the two of you to be argumentative and competitive
Absolutely.
and dominating?
I wouldn't say so.
I'm not very competitive. I'm also not
No.
very,
No.
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 I'm not very dominating.
Shut
Stop
the
saying
fuck
that.
up.
You are definitely, no offense, the least useful of the fucking group.
Fuck off. What the hell?
It's because just in pure numbers.
All right.
I don't think
I
that's
guess.
reflective of it. I'm a pretty old man in soul.
In soul.
Yep.
Ankles crossed,
Love
the
you,
way I
Darel.
like to sit, is elegant, refined, down to earth, confident, regal, ambitious, and defensive.
Wow, this is,
I'd
are
like
you
to-
a Sagittarius rising? What the fuck is this bullshit?
I would also like to suggest that pretzeling your legs like that is not elegant or regal.
I mean,
it's weird.
It's
Come to
it's not up to me.
It's like you don't know what to do with your legs.
Science is the one that's claiming.
Or you have
it's
too
not
much
me.
legs and you need to keep them under wraps.
Yeah. You're gonna like kick somebody and you're trying to prevent that.
Yeah.
Cross-legged indicates you feel open and carefree.
What does it say on your socks, Leslie?
Says thanks, Mr. Goose.
Mine says
It's
don't.
a Waterloo thing. You wouldn't get it.
Oh, I got it.
You got it?
Yeah. They told me
You
about
look
the.
like a goose.
My socks, which Leslie gave to me, say "Don't disturb me. I'm gaming" or something like that.
I'm gaming.
yeah, the
Please
one-
do not disturb.
Yeah, I'm gaming. Please not disturb. Each has a little controller. It's written in like grippies.
Yeah,
So
I
real
got the
fast.
grippy. All right, Drew, you're the next question.
Yeah.
Reach into your crotch and find the questions.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
This one comes from.
Nobody.
God damn it!
Will there be a multiverse sequel?
Ooh.
Now, what's the context? For
I
this,
take
Drew?
that as a compliment.
Yeah.
So our last show, the show that inspired these questions, the show that
last
we
improv
asked
show?
for these questions from,
We're an improv show.
was how to grow your own multiverse.
Wow.
Yeah,
Sorry,
and
hold on. Wow.
wow, we took some inspiration from
Some
the audience.
infrared radiation and fucking died.
Built out a world, built out a cast of characters.
We
terminated
an egg.
In the second
We
half
got
of the show, we explored those characters, we explored that world further in what it would look like in a different multiverse, with different contexts, with different things leading up to it.
That's very uninteresting.
I thought it was interesting. I thought it was a good show.
I really enjoyed it.
I liked it.
Fuck you in particular.
Why? I was just doing a Norm Macdonald bit. I'm sorry that you don't like great comedians.
I do like Norm Macdonald, actually.
Yeah, so shut the fuck up.
Didn't you say you didn't like Norm
Yeah,
Macdonald?
last conversation you were like, oh, he's just like so boring. He just says stupid jokes with.
No, I didn't say
a
it was
dumb voice.
boring. I said that. I hope I'm getting this right. I said that like I can understand why his humor is groundbreaking, but it doesn't connect with me. And
That's
a lot
fair.
a lot of it's very like dry. And the trouble is, he's so probably very instrumental in 21st century humor that by virtue of me seeing other 21st century humor, he seems primitive.
Right.
So when he'll be like, 9/11, that reminds me of that horrible tragedy. It's just sort of like, all right, that's like a baseline, haha, 9/11 was bad, tongue-in-cheek joke.
Right.
But like, I need to realize that like probably when he said it, like 2-3 years ago, that was monumental and groundbreaking.
I mean, the thing about
Sounds like you don't like him. I don't know.
I go back and forth.
My opinion on Norm Macdonald is he has some funny jokes, but for the most part, his jokes aren't funny. It's his delivery that's so like
Nonchalant.
off kilter. Like it's fascinating to watch, in my opinion.
Yeah.
it's not like half funny in the same way that like other comedians.
I was about to
are.
say, there's probably a reason the dude never wrote a book. The
did
delivery
write a book.
is, huh?
He did write a book.
What was it called?
I don't remember. It was
It
like an
was-
autobiography or something.
Yeah, but it was also mostly lies.
Well, yeah,
Because
yeah.
he's like, I don't give a shit.
Good for
But,
him.
no,
Why do you need to know about me?
His bit about heart attacks I find like legitimately funny, but like most jokes are like the moth joke, for example, which is obviously
This is-
derivative
this is
of
too-
another joke.
This is too specific.
But
for me.
it's this moth joke is a famous joke. It's on Conan.
Yeah,
Anyway,
no, that's a good one.
it's like known, but the joke's not funny. It's the
It's
like,
like anti-comedy.
yeah, it's like he takes 5 minutes to tell like a two-line
one-liner
joke.
joke,
Yeah.
yeah.
His Bill Cosby joke is very good.
I
Which
love
is-
that.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
So it's like, yeah, my friend said that the worst
Oh,
thing
the
about
hip-
Bill Cosby is that he was a hypocrite. And I said, I don't think that's the worst thing.
The worst thing was...
Yeah. I like that he told it in the car with Jerry Seinfeld, who didn't get the joke and he had to explain it, and somehow that was the one time where explaining it made it funnier.
To answer the question,
Bill Cosby's great.
the
on my show again.
He's just like me for real!
I've signed a petition to get him out of prison.
And we need to hurry up because it's almost 3 o'clock, my date's out of school!
we've only ever done a
Jerry
couple.
Seinfeld.
We've only ever done a couple sequels to our
I don't
intro.
think
God damn it, Leslie.
Careful.
I'm
I don't-
so sorry.
I don't think it's fair to accuse Jerry Seinfeld of dating preschoolers. I'm gonna throw that one out there. Like, it's bad to date high schoolers. We can all agree on that.
Yeah.
But dating preschoolers is a little bit extra.
Better.
Yeah.
No, that's not really dating though. That's more like
better?
babysitting.
Daryl, he's not gonna babysit the preschooler if he's going on a date with them. I hate
I'm just saying, like, you know, at that point, because of such an age difference, it's not dating.
We don't want to corrupt your innocent mind, Daryl, but that's not what's happening.
What? What are you talking about?
What was funny when we said he's gonna date a preschooler to you? You laughed, and then you just went, haha, that's more like babysitting, though.
What are
You
you
get
gonna
the
do?
joke?
Nap time? I mean, come on, guys.
Again,
Sounds like
are you having conversations with people in your brain that we're not privy to?
It sounds like he's just taking them home and giving them a juice box and saying, you know, good night.
What did you think
He's
we made
really
the joke
dating.
for then?
Is he bringing them back when their parents get off work? Like,
Yeah, I guess. I guess he's just there until mom gets home.
What?
What was the question again?
are we ever gonna have a multiverse sequel? And I
No.
was gonna say that we don't really do a lot of sequels to the improv shows. I think we have a couple times where we've like re-explored a premise, but I'm trying to think off the top of my head. It's not something we really do.
The trouble is, if we take an established storyline that we can't really, like, change the premise of, then I think, Daryl, you brought this up recently when we were discussing future shows, which is interesting because you also gave a suggestion for a future show that contradicts this. You prefer when the audience can't control what we do.
Yeah.
Again, your suggestion for our next show was the audience controls what we do.
Yeah. And you know what? I like that because because I, you know,
Pathological liar. What is with you today?
looking back at, you know, my issue with the audience having control.
Can you speak a little slower so your psychologist from the future can dissect this a little bit better? Thank you.
It's, you know what? I was afraid, you know, and I don't want to be afraid no more.
You say two different contradictory things.
And that's why I want a future show.
Exposure therapy.
Yeah, well, in a way, you know, I want to conquer my fears.
Do you remember how my first joke of this podcast was that Daryl was a sociopath? And like it took 3 years
He's
for the
afraid of
payoff
giving
to
up
hit.
control.
Yeah,
I feel like I explained myself, and you just called me a sociopath. Like there's
those
so
were
much
the two
more.
things that happened.
There's so much more to that.
Gotta be more self.
Do you want to go deeper, or do you want to read the next question,
Let's read the
Daryl?
next question.
All right.
It's from, I think it says Emily.
All right,
Oh, there's
cool.
a name.
Thank you, Emily. We like you, Emily. What's the
Did I
question?
say Emily?
Who cares?
Yes, her handwriting is terrible.
Okay. Can you feed my cats the week of June 12th?
Yes, I can.
Next question.
So Emily's my roommate, and she's getting surgery, so she will not be home.
She's getting surgery?
Yeah.
Well, good luck, Emily.
That's haunting. What the fuck? Dude? Don't say it like that.
Don't try and convince us you're a sociopath. Don't.
You're getting surgery? Good luck.
Look, you might recognize one of the doctors.
It's amazing how you keep changing the subject and digging yourself a bigger hole.
Not sure if I can interpret it.
The death of the author proof we needed.
These bits are wonderful. Yes.
This comes from Xander Van Binkel Esquire.
That's a lovely name.
Xander, we love you, Xander.
I don't think that's their real name.
Whoa!
What?
Hey.
That's very
What?
accusatory.
I don't know.
Fuck you.
What is your favorite grocery store? I'm a Zayres man myself. Regards, Xander Van Binkel Esquire.
Someone has a lot of money.
So
Yeah,
for all
also,
of our,
thank you for your opinion.
for all of
We have a
our
question?
for all of our international viewers, you won't like this.
Hyper specific.
Yeah, unless we say like Walmart, which like I'm not gonna say
A lot of
Walmart.
Walmarts everywhere. But specifically grocery stores, I mean, I hate to say it, but I have to say Zayres too. Primarily because every apartment I've lived in, there's been a Zayres
such a money
within
man.
walking distance. And if I can walk for groceries, That's like
I'm gonna shop at Zare.
times 10 convenience to normal.
Convenience is time, and time is money.
And money is my business, and business is my nastiness.
I could say like Fresh Co. Fresh Co. is basically theirs.
Yeah, is someone...
Co's theirs?
Isn't it?
Fresh Co.
No, not Fresh Co.
It's Fresh
What am I
Co's
thinking
theirs.
of? What's the other
Where
Loblaw
am
store?
I? Drew.
Not for, sorry, not
Real
Loblaw.
Canadian Superstore.
Drew, help
Farmer's
us.
Market?
Drew, our grandson is
Not
Fresh
Hill Farm.
Co's theirs.
Independent.
What the?
They own like everything.
He's not even paying attention to our
Fucking
bit.
sucks.
I'm trying
Real
to
Canadian Superstore is a lot
Drew.
maybe.
Drew.
There's a really cheap
Drew, this is me
Zayres,
knocking
like,
on your door.
owned by the same
Open the door.
conglomerate.
Drew.
You can get the
Basics.
PC
Drew.
Optimum
Drew,
points at
it's
the
your
same
grandma.
place.
I'm having a heart
I don't
attack.
think
Your
it's
other
Fresh Co,
grandma's
though.
dying. Open the door, Drew.
I do like Farm Boy, but I don't go there because it's expensive.
Drew, we
as fuck.
like Farm Boy too. Open the door.
They have really nice, like, pre-seasoned shrimp skewers.
you.
Drew, we all have a Farm Boy for you. Open the door.
Those shrimp skewers, you can barbecue
Drew,
them. They're really
all
nice.
4 of your grandmothers are outside waiting for you.
Soup. They have pre-made soup that's
Oh,
really
Farm
good.
Boy soup
Farm
is
Boy
so
soup.
yummy.
So you do
Your
have
grandma
pre-made
voice
soup.
needs work.
Yeah. Well, I only recently started making soup, and I've only made chicken stock.
Remember
So,
how?
like, it's not like I'm making tomato soup.
do you remember how we all said like, yeah, we'd support each other's bits, and then we started the grandma
we didn't all
bit?
say that. You said that.
Yeah, I said it, Luke said it, and Drew somewhat said it, and then you just ignored our grandma bit.
Yeah.
I tend to, when I'm speaking and you guys, like, go into a bit mocking me, I tend to ignore it, yeah.
We
He
weren't mocking you. We
perseveres.
were trying to include you, and you were like,
You were
"No."
trying to include
We
me?
were trying to alert you of the presence of
Dude,
a dying woman.
I'm not gonna make fun of you for having a grandma.
Idiot.
I-
You fucking twerp. You thought that.
Nothing.
No, hit me with it.
No, I don't have a grandma anymore.
Oh. Well, now you have 4.
Thanks, dude.
Now you have 4 in this
Why did
hypothetical.
you say that?
As someone who lives across the street from Zares, I do understand the convenience and everything.
I thought she was gonna say a grandma.
I probably do.
Several.
Yeah, maybe.
There are several grandmas hiding in your neighborhood,
Oh, my
waiting
new.
for you to fuck them.
So I'm moving shortly, and my
Not
new
waiting
building.
anymore.
My new building is basically just senior citizens. So,
Excellent.
That's
So
exciting.
you're gonna be busy.
Yeah.
I will be very busy.
Single grandmas in
Making
your
the
area.
rounds.
Oh yeah.
They don't want dentures. They just want sex. You ever see that ad where it's like single mobs in
I
your area?
haven't.
They don't want love. They just want sex.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's
Yeah, so I love just going hot nouns in your area. They don't want something related to that noun. They just want
Just
sex.
Mad Libs it?
Yeah. Mad Libsing is like the highest form of comedy, I'll have you know.
Mid-libsing.
Now imagine if Norm Macdonald did Mad Libs.
Everything would just be 9/11. we need
Hot
a verb.
9/11s in your
9/11ing.
area.
Okay. Can we get an adjective? Hitler. Norm.
What were you gonna say, Leslie?
Yeah,
There's a Zares in your area.
Yeah, like in my very
Hot
immediate
Zares in
area,
your
and I appreciate the convenience and everything, but it is a little too expensive for my low income needs. So I go to Freshco.
Does Freshco have those like 50% off stickers?
Yes.
Okay, because I know I get that shit from Zares all the time.
Yeah.
Can I risk an unpopular opinion?
Sure.
So, I don't really care which grocery store I go to. It's really just whatever's in the closest proximity to my fucking location.
Okay.
Somebody's not a smart shopper.
I'm just there to get food. Well, I look for discounts when I'm there, Darel Dean.
I mean, technically that was my answer too, but I'm still gonna judge you for it.
Well, I like Farm Boy too. Farm Boy's neat.
Farm Boy's so out of the way for me though. Also, it's expensive.
Also. I like the way you said that.
Also,
Alright.
I like no frills.
that's the one I was thinking of. No frills is the Zares thing.
No, it's not. It's no frills.
But it's cheaper than Zares, but it still has all the Zares like models.
Because it's in the Loblaw chain, and they're all the same store with a different name.
Vertical integration, and that's why food's expensive. Because Galen Weston said on television that he would not reduce prices, even though he's profiting immensely from the pandemic.
Yeah, we need to give it back to the original Loblaw. I assume his first name is Bob.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
Bob Loblaw.
Yeah.
Did you say yours?
Oh no, that's an Arrested Development joke. The Bob Loblaw Law Blog.
Is it?
Because he's a lawyer and he's got a blog, so it's called the Bob Loblaw Law Blog.
That's a good joke.
It's a good show, to be honest.
I do like the
it.
show.
Yeah, Arrested Development. Go watch it if you're listening to this and you want something actually funny. Go, Daryl.
I like Food Basics because I also like cheap groceries.
Yeah.
Food Basics is pretty good. A
What
solid
color is Food Basics?
Green.
What color is Farm Boy?
brown.
Red.
Yeah, it's like a brownie.
Don't they
Say
have
with
like
that
red
such derision.
stripes?
Well,
or
like the
something?
main color?
Like of the whole building?
I don't know about the whole building.
Alright, what's the next question?
That's Daryl to ask, right?
Are you sure?
No, it's
No,
Luke to ask.
No, I asked the Zayers questions. Paul.
Oh my god, I'm so far behind.
We always,
Alright.
we always skip Paul for some reason. I don't know
That's
why.
okay. Oh my god! Paul, I have stolen your pen. What?
Oh,
It will only be returned if I am credited on the next poster as AA's sports consultant. Sincerely, you son of a bitch, Cameron.
Are you actually missing a pen right
I
now?
love that pen.
Cameron, I love you.
Okay,
Cameron, good work.
Daryl, why'd you say that?
I know this doesn't have like a visual component to it, so I won't ask you to draw it, but give me like a rough like artist depiction of the pen that's gone missing.
It's full of ink.
Is it a Bic pen? Is it
No.
a fountain pen?
Probably.
No.
Okay.
What color is it?
What color?
Does it have like the little hook thing that you can clip onto your shirt?
Probably not anymore. I fidget with my pens a lot.
Does it have a click click or is it a twisty?
It's got that click click.
Okay.
No matter what the pen is, it's got that click click. I don't like the twisties. Either
I
it's
don't
got
like
that
the
click click,
twisties either.
or it's got like the cap.
Yeah, you ruled out the
Okay.
cap real quick, big guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the way he was describing it,
And that's
like
no cap.
If
Yeah.
it's a cap
poggers.
pen, like how many high quality cap pens are out there
None.
that like you would actually care to lose?
There's no
There's a lot of
crying.
there's a
over.
lot of fountain pens that have caps, buddy. You gotta check your privilege, okay?
Okay, fair enough. I guess I don't know enough about stationery.
Don't Bic pens usually have caps?
Yeah, but those
Yeah,
are the
they
shitty
suck
ones.
Yeah.
ass, bro.
That's what I'm picturing when I hear like
Ass,
I took
bro.
your
a
pen.
cap pen
Yeah.
or like an yeah. I took
Yeah.
pen.
I'm an ass, bro.
Yeah. Hey, Daryl, you want to be ass bros later?
Sure.
All right.
Oh,
Next
wait,
question.
Let's be an Aspro right now. I'll wipe my ass.
Oh,
Oh, this
And
is...
I'll do a Formula One incest fucking.
Incest was NASCAR. You never got it. You never got it.
Just don't listen to him anymore.
I listen to him. I just say these things because I know it'll set him off.
This is a sweet question from Julia.
Don't know about that.
She says, if you were a hat, what kind of hat would you be?
Well, Drew.
Yeah.
If I was a hat, if I had to be the hat,
Well, it's tough because I can't be 100 fedoras at the same time.
is that an option? Can I do that?
I feel
Yeah?
like if you were a
A
fedora,
swarm of fedoras?
yeah, if you were a fedora, I'd clone you,
that's so sweet.
and then I'd make you into a swarm of fedoras,
Okay. I could be a swarm of fedoras.
and I'd release you on the windiest day of the year.
You want to get rid of me?
No, I'd let you fly free.
Oh.
I'd throw the fedoras
Could
one
you
by one into a
imagine?
tornado, and you just see Drew.
And
going-
then like 100 people get to enjoy me?
That's they lose their houses, but at least they have a sweet hat.
Fair trade in my opinion.
That would be kind of cool if, like, a tornado tore through your house and you're like, oh no, my family! And then, like, a hat perfectly,
Yeah.
right on your head from the heavens. It's backwards, so you'd have to readjust it.
Oh, okay. So it's not perfectly, but
I'd want to be the hat with the 2 drinks in the
Fuck
straw.
you, I was gonna say that! Ugh!
You can also be that.
I could be
Fine, I
that.
could.
I could be that goofy baseball cap with the propeller.
yeah, the little
Oh
kid one.
yeah. You get those are so dangerous. What if you fly away?
You gonna poke an eye out.
All right, fine. I'll be a miner helmet with like one of those like floodlights.
That's so dangerous. What if you shine on something?
Good.
What if you shine up?
That's the purpose of it. That's the porpoise of it.
What?
A youthful porpoise?
Yeah, youthful porpoise.
Hey, Norm McDonald back again.
Sweet, youthful.
If I were a hat, I would be a visor
Oh.
because I don't want to cover anybody's head.
Are you balding?
But I'm a hat, so.
If you were
No.
if you were balding, you wouldn't want a visor, would you?
Yeah, because that would point. That would like kind of frame your bald.
Yeah, right.
Could you work for the highest up in the company, but also put like a commercial on your visor so that you could be an advisor?
Yeah.
Great, thank you.
Good one.
You know what? I'm trying here, man.
I was picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, that's what fucking no butt looks like in improv, for the record.
You know what I was gonna say, and I didn't because I thought it was too corny.
Wow.
Fedora NATO.
When we were talking about what kind of hat I would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Would you like me to explain it?
No. Fedora NATO, go.
It's tornado for Taurus.
Paint a picture
For Toras.
For Taurus.
Like Pandora.
You really were banking on us saying no to would you like me to explain it to you, weren't you?
Yep. All right.
Tornado for the stores.
Anyway, yeah, fuck, I'm gonna have to get that pen back. And the hat thing too.
Should we credit him in our
As the
show?
sports consultant, we'll combine that with Julia's question. We'll put a nice hat on him. We'll transform Drew into a
Is
nice
he going to be
fedora.
on the next poster? I'll be the fedora in the poster, and he'll be the human.
Maybe. We'll have to discuss it. Do the next
We'll
thing.
have to get him to sign a document.
I read the documents.
What? This one doesn't have a name on it. Been a few of those.
Damn.
What would you and your doppelganger/clone get up to if you could copy yourself?
I feel like
I would turn into.
I was just gonna say we'd eat each other's pussies.
I would turn into a fedora tornado.
We wipe each other's asses. We wipe each other's asses. We'd suck each other's dicks. We'd eat each other's pussies. We'd both fuck cats together. My name's Drew Hobden.
Back in the day, with Jim Champ, Stanley, and the whole band, we eat each other's pussies.
We just go to Farm Boy and eat each other's pussies.
My name's Dr. John, and I'm here to eat your pussy. Now you eat mine.
It's the pussy eating magic hour.
If I could clone myself,
Eat gumbo. And eat pussy.
Puff that gum.
aside from the not safe for work stuff, obviously, because those are all like a given, right? So the other things we would do.
They're given? We were being facetious.
You're
dude.
given, you're taken, you're doing a lot.
Okay, Luke, would you actually suck your clone's dick?
No.
Would you actually wipe your clone's ass, Daryl?
I might suck their dick though.
Alright, this bit's over. That's better than anything I was leading up to. Go ahead.
But answering the question honestly, I would.
Would you actually suck your clone's dick?
No, I don't think so because
Would
I
you
understand.
actually eat your clone's pussy?
Oh, what was the?
Yeah, okay. You understand what? What do you understand?
Would you actually suck your clone's dick?
I'm undecided as of now.
It's a concept that's in like a couple different like games and shows, like media in general. But like the idea of like a clone being a totally different identity to you. So like I'm thinking of like Invincible. I'm thinking of like Soma, the video game, where like you clone and you copy all the memories, but you don't experience it. Like you don't like move to that other person.
dick.
All to say that if I sucked my own dick, I wouldn't be sucking my own dick, and
That's
I
what
feel
I'm
like
thinking.
I'd be very aware of that.
Yeah, it's like not gay. If you're sucking your own dick.
I'm saying no, that's not what I said. I said the opposite of that.
Well, I mean, okay, we had this discussion before the podcast, but
Yeah.
if you could suck your own dick, you would.
So my criteria, I would try it. I don't know if I would continue. My criteria is
So
I
you
would
taste your own dick.
My criteria, I would have
sample
to.
your own dick.
I
if
would
you
have
want.
to.
Please, sir, just a drop of dick.
Please, sir, can I have some more?
Please,
Yeah.
just for a minute, slow me, no? Just slow me. I don't finish. Just slow on it.
Like the question is, am I getting anything out of it? And like
The answer is yes, the taste of dick in your mouth.
And you're getting your
anything
dick
I want.
sucked.
Yeah.
And you
Well,
know-
here's
and
the thing, though. Here's the thing.
You get to
That's
know
why
what
I
your
brought
own
up-
dick tastes like, and that's valuable information.
That's
Exactly.
what I. Is it though? That's why I brought up
Thank
the
you,
like
Daryl.
Soma Invincible thing. Is like I'm getting my own dick sucked, but am I me or like am I the other? Like who's the original in that situation?
So you're all like, so my dick's getting sucked. You know
yeah,
what
it
I'm
worked
saying?
the first time. But.
Yeah, thank you.
So I'm saying that like it's not me, like I'm getting my dick sucked, but then I would have to be the one that sucked the dick. Like there's no version.
Very good, Drew.
There's no version of this scenario where my dick is sucked and I don't have to suck dick.
Because the whole premise is, would you suck your clone's dick?
Exactly.
Of course, there's
So no.
there's no option within would you suck where you're not sucking because the
Because-
whole hypothetical began with would you suck.
So that's my
And
point.
suck
Is
my
there's a
tongue.
situation?
Would you suck your clone's tongue?
There's a situation where I'm sucking a dick
But
so
the-
that my dick gets sucked, and that's not something I would do with a normal like a existing person, let alone a clone.
Okay,
and I
great.
don't think that would change
Yeah.
it for me.
Okay. But would you suck your clone's tongue?
No. Why? What would I get out of that?
I don't know.
taste of tongue.
The
in your
taste
mouth.
of your own tongue.
Yeah.
That's not an exciting. I
Sexual
always taste my
gratification.
tongue.
Validation.
No.
You get validation.
Validation for myself.
You taste with your
That
tongue.
is not the
Okay.
kind of self-love I'm looking for.
Question.
I don't think Buddha was like, oh, you need to accept yourself and reach enlightenment
You
by
are-
sucking your own tongue.
You are single for an entire month. You have barely any social contact. You're sexually starved. Your clone shows up. Do you suck your
And there's a
clone's dick?
telephone booth, and you're like, let's go into the booth.
I was single for a 6-year period without any sexual contact.
Yeah.
I can survive for a month.
But now you know what it feels like.
I knew what it felt like at that time too.
Yeah, but now you know more.
What? The answer is no.
All right.
I would suck my clone's tongue.
Why?
You're very obsessed with this. You keep looking at us very earnestly whenever you brought up tongue
I
sucking.
don't understand the appeal.
It's a fascinating experiment, you know? I don't...
For science, guys.
It's a jolly romp, you guys.
Wouldn't it be
Sucking my
crazy
clone's
if we
tongue.
sucked each other's tongues?
What did you
Just kidding. Unless.
What did you say? It's a fantastical experiment? What did you say?
Yeah, it's an interesting experiment for understanding what your own body
But
is
it would
like,
just
what it-
feel like
You
a
suck
tongue.
your own tongue every fucking day. Why
No.
need to suck it again?
That's no, you don't. You taste
That's a
with your
different
tongue.
experience.
Are you
Your
on
tongue
my
is
side?
in your mouth.
It's a different
Would you
experience.
suck your own tongue?
No.
Okay.
Would you suck your clone?
I'm
not
You wouldn't
crazy.
suck your clone's tongue, but you'd eat your clone's puss.
Yeah. Because sucking tongue is all around, like, displeasant. Like, when the whole suck my tongue thing came out, me and Luke tried sucking each other's tongues just to see what it tastes
was a
like.
fun
What
little
it feel like.
experiment.
It was
Babe
fucking
idea.
awful. It was just basically like,
That was her partner.
my turn. No, okay.
That's her partner, Luke, not the Luke in our troop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless.
Okay, so the pin that I was putting into, I would not suck my clone's dick. Reason being, I don't enjoy getting my dick sucked.
Oh, so your clone wouldn't either.
Yeah, so like
So the opposite of my problem.
the opposite.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I didn't know we allowed virgins in the group.
But you
Seems
know,
like you guys are good match.
can get along.
there you go. Yeah, you can suck my dick, Drew, or whatever the fuck.
You don't like sucking. You don't like getting his dick sucked.
So you gotta
It's a
suck
match
the
made in
don't make it sound so nonchalant. You're like, yeah, whatever. You can suck it if you want.
He's been begging for years off
If you
podcasts.
insist.
Behind the scenes, you should see what our DMs look like. It's just
It's
audio.
filth.
Yeah, it's audio message of me joking around with him, and then him going, "Haha, now let me suck your dick." It's constantly, over and over again. Anyway, yeah, I don't like getting my dick sucked. It's just like what happens when you get like desensitized down there.
Yeah, but your clone wouldn't get desensitized, probably.
No, it's a perfect clone.
It's a perfect copy.
But it's a copy of you as like a clean slate. It doesn't
No,
have
it's
all the
not.
experience and things as it.
No,
things that
because
you
then you'd
have.
be having
Wait,
sex
wait,
with
wait,
the
wait.
baby.
Are you
First of all, the
talking about-
desensitization thing is a physical trait. It's not like mind over matter, like, oh, if I forget that I'm desensitized, calm the city, my friend.
Are you talking like a genetic clone? Like, for example, like circumcision isn't a genetic thing. Is
Exactly.
it a physical clone?
It's a physical
Or is it a
clone.
genetic
We
clone?
need,
Because
we
in
need
that case,
physical.
it shares your brain neurons and everything too, so it does remember your
Yeah, because
experience.
I'm picturing
Yeah.
the memory
It's just-
coming along
There's
with
no
it.
such thing that exists without physicality.
Okay. Well, you know, like I just think like, you know, the desensitization of your dick
Yeah.
probably happened, you know, over time, right? Maybe your dick wasn't desensitized when you were younger,
It wasn't.
Maybe you're
That's
born
what
with it, maybe
desensitization
it's-
does.
right? And so maybe this perfect clone of you, you know, didn't have that when
So
you were growing
then it's
up.
not perfect because it's something is slightly different.
Didn't have shit growing up, it was just made.
Okay.
They're
clone.
taking the cells that are in my dick and remaking them one by one. So if this is desensitized, my other dick is
That's
desensitized.
what cloning is. You take cells
No,
from
that's what the
every single
perfect
part
copy
of
thing
it?
is. That's what this like sci-fi type of cloning
okay.
thing
That's,
is.
yeah, that's the hypothetical.
They don't do
Yeah.
it one by one.
Yeah, I thought it was like
Cell by
It's,
cell.
yeah, it's
what is this like
it's-
Westworld bullshit?
Yeah, it's not like grow an embryo. It's Control C, Control V.
Okay.
Perfect
interesting.
copy.
Yeah.
Well, then I don't think I would suck my clone's dick either.
What? What is that? Why is that?
That's the deal breaker?
Yeah.
Because we'd all just be like, "Oh, is it gay? Like, should we be gay?"
You
like,
just said it
wasn't gay before?
No, it wasn't. But
It
then,
wasn't gay, but why wasn't
now-
it gay before?
But now it's like
If it's a
It's
test
more
tube baby,
gay
it's
the
not
other way,
gay.
because
but now
it's a
it's
whole
like-
different person.
Why wasn't it gay? What about that removes the gayness?
it was always gay, okay?
Yes,
but the
correct.
problem is that we would both be questioning it because we would both have the same minds,
Right.
right? And so we would never get past the questioning phase.
But in your mind, this other copy is all down for it, and you're the only one that's questioning it.
Yeah, in my mind, the clone was just like, oh, it looks like me, it tastes like me, but it's not me.
How do you know it tastes like? How do you know it tastes like you?
He sucked the dick.
Well, that's the
tongue.
experiment. That's the experiment. I don't know.
You start with
right?
the tongue, and then you get to the dick.
So wait. So the perfect copy of you, you'd be like, oh, we're both thinking the same thing, so we're both kind of questioning.
Yeah.
The genetic copy, you're like, I'll chance it that they're not questioning this as weird, and therefore it's not weird to me. Isn't the solution then, for since you and your clone are both thinking that way, to just go, I'll forget the questioning and my clone will? Because in this perfect copy, they are having the exact same thought as you. So if you just forget the questioning part, they forget the questioning part.
Oh, that's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Well, that might work. But what if I start questioning in the middle of the dick sucking?
I love how this whole question was like, what would you do with your clone? And it's devolved into only
giving
like
the people
the
what they
ethics
want.
of giving fellatio to your clone.
They knew
I
what
guess
they
the
were
question,
asking.
Darel, is how much self-control do you have? Like, can you stop yourself from questioning it, or are you like...
I don't think so.
Well,
victim
wouldn't that be
of
an
your
issue with the
mind?
genetic clone, though?
It would be an
But like
issue for
that-
both.
Yeah.
So if I start thinking about it, then it'd be like, all right, well, you know, it's this clone of mine is not going to be like having a conversation about it. You know, we're not going to be discussing it.
Why not?
I don't know.
It's good to debrief, pillow talk.
Well, in my mind,
Aftercare.
I always
okay,
debrief before sex.
when we started this.
Yeah.
What you're about to experience.
With in the original thought I had about the clone,
No more
it
than
was,
5 minutes on the balls.
It was exactly like
ass stuff.
We gotta lay down some ground rules.
Do not touch my ass. That is gay.
I will only allow you to touch the taint if I say the secret word cabbage.
When I say cabbage, you touch the taint.
And when I say cabbage, you better be on that shit within 1 second. If you take too long to touch the taint when I say cabbage time is over.
I'm walking away.
cabbage time is over. No more taint for you.
If you try and swallow a ball, I'm gone.
I'll be impressed, but... All right, go. Do we take the steam out of you?
Yeah.
All right. Is that not an issue with the genetic clone? The
In my
questioning?
original idea of the clone, it was a clean slate. Like it looked like me and tasted like me.
Stop saying that, please. We got it. Thank you.
Is it the taste? Is that
Yes!
what
I'm not objecting to he looks like me as my clone. Dumbass.
All right.
Does he feel like you?
Yeah, it feels
Does
like
he have your ass?
Does he have your ass tendencies? You could eat his ass.
Yeah, and it'd be clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd figure out how tight you were.
No, that is an experiment.
You can figure out how tight you were without a clone.
That's true. You gotta just bend it. You give a long enough penis.
Scooping motion.
Scoop my
bend it
dick
around.
over the taint
Well, the trouble
into
is,
my ass.
the trouble is, like, if you put your own flaccid dick into your ass and you like it,
And
you're
you
gonna
get hard.
Yeah, it's just gonna go out of there.
That's part of the pleasure.
That's not. No.
Okay.
It's that flicking motion that
It's
pops
like
out.
it's like a toddler putting a fucking like scoopy shovel into a sandbox and flicking up. It's not going to end well.
Yeah. No, that's part of the pleasure. It's called Tom and Jerrying.
I hate that. I never want to refer to a sexual act as Tom and fucking Jerry.
Hey, babe, you want Tom and Jerry?
I do not. I want to break up. All right. Okay. Challenge. Bonus round. Non-sexually. What will we do with our clones?
Okay, so like okay. So what I was thinking is that I would love to have a clone as like a board game partner. Partially. Okay, you said non-sexually.
Are you sure you're not lonely?
No, because the thing is I want like a real challenge in my board game.
Because other people are
Finally, I challenge myself.
Not to call you out, but like Julia,
Fucking
Skyla, you're just not living up to it. You gotta pick up your game.
True.
He named people like, what's their fucking addresses, dude?
Drew, I knew a guy who went to school in the city and was so involved in school that he had no friends, so his parents bought him a cat. and then he bought him a second cat because that cat was lonely because the guy was too involved in school, and that was less lonely than what you just said.
God damn! All right, nobody else answer. Apparently, you'll get roasted.
I would ask him how I'm doing.
That's all you do, and then
You'd
you
ask
go
the
your
clone
separate
how
ways.
you're doing.
Yeah, because it'd be nice to have someone that's
the only
in my,
time you can
in my
do
same
that.
circle.
It's the only time anybody cares about what my day was like. You know?
If it was a,
But even so, you're going like, "Hey, dude, how am I doing?"
yeah,
If anybody would know,
yeah, just give me encouragement. I guess just give me encouragement. That'd be nice for myself.
You need to encourage him.
Yeah, I'll reciprocate.
You know what I'd do if I had a clone?
What?
I'd give up one of my hobbies and accept the fact that my clone will now do them. We'd hash it out together. We'd sit down together.
I don't know if I could do that. I get where you're coming from.
We have the same mind, so we both know I really like this, but I also really like this. So if my clone was just sort of like, you know what, I will try to work on our musical thing, and I will try to work on like our like streaming, and I'm like, cool. I will work on our schoolwork, and I will work on our like game development shit. And then what would be cool is after a period of like let's say a year, we'd swap. So that we could compare how we've evolved based on our own experiences, even though
But then
we're
you'd
the
be all
same base
rusty
person.
from the past, like missing out on a year of practice.
Dude, I already feel like that because with all the things that I
Trying to
juggle,
keep up?
yeah, it sometimes is a year before I like get back to the thing I want to do.
Have you?
I'm not going into movies. The film Dead Ringers is very similar to that.
You just did go into that's a
That's
lot.
all I
just
want to say,
mentioning
though.
it. He's
I'm just mentioning.
I was going to do a similar thing and mention Severance. I haven't seen it, but it's like a new TV show that's half of your brain works and then half of your brain parties.
Oh, I
and
heard
like,
about that. That's
they
wild.
don't communicate. So that's kind of what I'm thinking.
That's
is like,
already my life.
but like you would divide half the hobbies and half the work and half the hobbies and half the work, right? Not just work and hobbies.
You don't know me.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Well, I was gonna say I give mine all my work so that I can go and just do all
You'd
my
Severance
hobbies.
yourself?
I would.
But who's the original?
Me.
Yeah.
You don't know. You're a copy would think
you-
they're the
would you
original.
I'm the
accept-
one who's
would you
gonna go
accept-
fuck off and live in a cabin.
Would
so.
you accept if your clone did that to you? Like your clone was like, all right, Leslie, you do all the work.
Yeah, obviously not. And I
You're
know
my
that
slave
makes
now.
a big conundrum. Blah
Yeah,
blah
we just
blah
talked
blah
about
blah.
this.
Yeah, yeah.
We just talked about this with the dick sucking.
The reason
It was all worth it.
the reason that I answered like, oh, I need to like figure out what hobbies like I like and distribute them evenly is because I'm aware me is going to be on the other side of that table
Yeah.
going, I want to do music too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
no,
the
I know
Severance
my
thing.
clone would be like really fucking upset.
Yeah, you'd probably have to distribute the work or just give it to like your partner or something.
Have two clones for Luke to support,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
You can work for both of us.
Enjoy, Luke. That was all of us, right?
No, I would.
Good fuck, dude.
No.
I would.
I actually had a thing to say.
I would learn like a really like complicated piano piece, and we would like learn it together. So they learn like a single part of it.
You sure you
and
don't
then
want to suck their dick?
I would learn a certain part of it, and then they would learn it, and then I
Sure
would.
about that?
This is the non-sexual one, okay?
playing
I don't
piano
even know
game.
anymore. I thought I wanted to. Now after this conversation, I don't know.
Starting to question your own sexuality,
I am,
but in the opposite way.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm
Yes.
straight.
I'm Darel Dean.
Maybe I never.
I'm Darel Dean. I think I'm straight.
Maybe I never liked dick at all.
That's okay.
He's building.
Wait, no, that's not true because you're straight, but you've been okay with girl dick before. Yeah.
We love girl dick.
So we're regressing now.
We're big fans of girl dick.
Yeah.
We're big friends with girl dick here.
Big friends.
Big
We're
friends.
big friends with girl dick.
We're all friends here.
We're all
We're
friends.
conservative girl dick.
We're all friends with girl dicks.
Is that the last question you're
No,
holding
there's
there?
more.
No,
Okay.
this is one. This is the same one that you gave me before.
Okay, have this one instead.
That you gave before. Oh.
Oh,
You go all piled together.
this question is: which dad wrote this smiley face?
Which dad?
Yeah.
I wonder fucking who.
it.
Flatline face.
Which of our dads thinks they're so funny? Did you say flatline face? Oh, I thought you meant like the heart rate monitor.
Editor me, can you please include like a ding before Juris realizes, did you say flatline?
I meant
Like
like
a
flat
countdown
The
timer.
emoji.
Drew
Yeah.
realizes what Leslie said in 3, 2.
You wish my dad dead.
Douglaster, if you will.
Dougie.
Brace yourselves, because this is not a question.
Wait, did you get another one?
No, this is not a question. The person who wrote it was which dad wrote this.
Got it. Okay.
That's the question.
All right.
No, the
The
question
rest is the name.
is discuss when players break character and start laughing.
Okay.
I used to like never do that, and I do that so much.
I was about to say now, and then you joined After School Arcade.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I have a huge problem with it. It's because I love the joy of like, this is something that we enjoy, and I think like the audience appreciates it, but I need to crack down on it because I'm aware that it causes joy. I'm giving myself a pass for it, and I'm doing it too often.
Yeah, like sometimes when I'm watching like either comedy sketches or other improv, and you see them break character a little bit, like that's often the highlight.
Yeah.
But it's the highlight because it's scarce.
Yeah.
And because it's honest, and I
It's
feel like if you get
genuine.
lazy with it, and it's genuine, yeah.
Yeah. And it's why I try to like turn away from the audience to laugh or like, maintain character. Sometimes I just can't help it. Like in this last show, I forget what it was, but there are a few things that just sort of made me go like, holy fucking shit, dude.
I
laugh
laughed
a lot.
when you said this is forest cake, and I said there's ham in it. I think you laughed at that.
That was
So good.
it was Black Forest cake. There's ham in it.
It's because we went to the deli.
Yeah, we both had Black Forest ham sandwich. Black Forest, whatever.
That's fun. Yeah, we probably as a troupe should do it a little bit less. I'd say probably the most stoic one of the group in that regard is you, Darel.
Yeah, I think so too.
I like to laugh off stage, like if I'm like on the sideline or something. I'm just enjoying it like an audience.
I think on a whole we break character a little bit too often, and same thing I was talking about beforehand with the last show with my constant meta references. Like I just need to like be more in the moment. I think
It's hard because I do feel like there are moments when if you're really on the same page with the audience, I think you can get away with a lot more breaking character.
yes.
But if it looks like now I'm not saying we shouldn't do it less, but I'm just saying like it's more forgiving. But if like the audience, sometimes you get the vibe that like sometimes you get the
It's in someone's ear.
Sometimes what, Drew?
you get the vibe that the audience, they're not really picking up what you're putting down, and you
Yeah.
feel more disconnected when you laugh because they're like, "Oh, at least you're having fun."
And we are. That's a good answer.
Does anybody else have anything else to say that is constructive?
Suck my fucking dick, dude.
I find I'm guilty of breaking character quite a bit just because you guys are so funny. Sometimes it's hard. I'm just there and I'm like,
You throw up. I laugh when things are going well too. Like if the audience is really laughing, I find I start to laugh too because I'm like, there's something like there's like a joy of like, well, this is going well.
There's energy in the room.
Right now, can you use that to inform like a British character and just say like one line with it?
Oh, I like biscuits and crumpets.
Wonderful, thank you.
That's our new sense.
I was about to say, biscuits and crumpets. That's actually really good.
Yeah.
That's a really good title.
Can you imagine, like, I was fucking her tight, biscuits and crumpets?
You're supposed to bleep the swear words.
Cunt is a swear word.
Okay, I think this is a repeat. Unless someone asks.
Why'd you put them all in the
I'm
same
sorry,
pile?
I thought they had slipped off.
Yep.
Yeah. Tell us more about format for June 10th show.
Oh, you.
No.
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 A lot of
You come to the show, you see it, okay?
Well,
lot
say
of
the name
people-
of it.
a lot of people really like improv questions this time around. Interesting. They really like how the improv
almost like
sausage
we're the
is
improv
made.
troupe.
Well, they just like really care about how the sausage is made, in particular this episode. Yeah,
But
see,
they
I was
don't-
reading up to a fucking point. We suck our tongues out at each other. We're not sucking them though, you sick freak, Daryl.
And suck my tongue.
Stop saying that. It
She
makes my
said
skin
it.
crawl every
She
time
said
you do
it.
it.
It wasn't me. She said
You said
it.
you wanted to bring up one topic, and this was the topic you decided to fucking bring up, Leslie. What was the format? It was Everyone is Alex. Right. Everyone is Alex
Oh, about
is...
the June one.
It's a new one, yeah. It's with the new
They
one.
want to know about the
Oh,
one we're
fuck
about
you,
to
dude.
have.
No.
That's why we said
see?
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that we're about to have that we just had.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm gonna edit this fucking by tomorrow. Is that all the questions we have?
Temporal relativity.
Yeah. If you want to know more about our shows, then come to
the
them.
fucking show. Asshole.
Or you can follow us on our social media.
That
We
won't
do
tell
give
us.
a bit of a gist of what's going on.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a misleading thing. We don't do
Okay.
anything on our social media that is related to improv.
We would promote our shows.
We posted an improv clip like last week.
Do we?
You don't follow our social media, so you don't. Yeah, we did. We posted the thing with Drew being the worm, who's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
You run our social media, Leslie.
I do follow it.
To answer the question, in less than a week, we have a show that is guaranteed to go poorly for us. In this show, we get restrictions that stay with us for the entire show. I hope you get to go home. Do not miss this for your
You're
life.
reading the email.
Because I'm not doing it again. It'll take me years to emotionally recover.
Oh,
You
there
never
go.
put your phone on airplane mode, huh?
My inbox stays loaded if...
Okay.
fuck,
Much like the
finance
barrel of my
man.
gun when Drew
Everybody's
Hobden walks
does.
around. And by gun, I mean my dick.
Just
and
the
by
Gmail app.
barrel, I mean like my cum cannon. And by bullet, I mean cum.
You have a cum cannon?
Let's
I haven't been to your house and you never showed me your cum cannon.
Where's your cum cannon?
You said you had a cum cannon. It's like the most stupid way of seducing someone. And like, I would feel bad if I was like, "You want to come home and see my cum cannon?" And they were like, "Where's your cum cannon, bro? I've got some super soakers." And I'm like, "What do you think a cum cannon is?" And then if they don't answer explicitly, I'm like, "You need to go home. I was going to fuck you."
But now I'm not in the mood.
Just like
No, not that I'm not in the mood. I just don't want to take advantage of like some starry-eyed person who really likes
False
super
pretense.
soakers. Yeah, I don't like fucking people when they don't think I'm fucking them.
What is the most...
They should know.
You know,
Yeah.
good for you.
Thank you. Yeah,
is-
way to take a stand. I noticed that you're not saying I agree.
I do agree, but I
Thank
was
you.
trying to segue away from fucking.
Well-
what is the best super soaker water gun that you've ever had?
The one I fucked someone with. Oops.
I had a Mount Tokisoki.
That's
what I call mine too.
Mount Tokisoki is something you plug into the sprinkler. It sits on the ground, and it's a
That seems
volcano.
overpowered.
It's a volcano. It's a volcano that shoots up. It erupts, and the
Yes,
eyes
it
go
does.
up before. Do you remember?
Eyes of
No.
what?
The eyes. It's a face. The volcano is a
That's not
face.
characteristic of volcanoes. Like, this is a volcano that shoots up.
Volcano. The volcano has eyes, and it opens its eyes right before it's about to blast up its
Is that its
out
own
of the
face?
top of its head. Yeah. And
Making the Drew face.
and you could run over it, and it hits your balls, and then your brother makes fun of you, and you're like, "Oh, dude, do it again, do it again."
This is getting into personal territory, I should think. Did Danny ever make fun of you for your balls getting hit?
No, we're just like, "Don't do it again." It's so funny.
Don't do it again. It's so funny.
That's not an answer to my question.
All right. What was your question?
Did your brother ever make fun of you for getting your balls hit?
Probably. Actually, yes.
Well, then why'd you say no?
I didn't.
Oh, he's a pathological liar.
I wasn't
yes.
listening.
Oh, he's a sociopath.
Any chance you get.
It's the sociopath variety
I
hour.
wasn't lying. I just wasn't listening.
Oh, I can't use that excuse now.
You fucked that one up for me.
Were any of y'all families rich enough to like have an electronic super soaker?
Dude, I didn't even have any super
me
soaker.
neither.
I
You
jumped
never
in
had
the
a water
fucking
gun?
lawn.
3 out of the 5 of us never had
Water
super
thing.
Y'all
soakers.
never had a water
You know
gun?
that
I had a
little
water
attachment?
pistol. That's
that-
all I had.
Just a
You're a
little
rich
one?
Little one.
bitch. You know
Like a
that?
pea shooter.
You're a rich little
Oh,
bitch.
that's so lame. I had.
It
I
was
had-
a pea shooter.
Oh, so lame
you
that you're not
poor people.
poor people.
I had one that was like a shield.
I want
and you would
copies
point
of
it at
Settlers
somebody
of
and you would
Catan to
like
play with myself.
you
My
would
name's
roll it
Drew.
like a window, like in a manual window car, and it would shoot out the water. And then when they shot at you, you'd bring up the shield and block it.
Whoa.
That was my favorite. I was trying to bond with you guys over it.
Yeah, but you guys are poor.
all of y'all.
I bet you
never
only had
had
2 washrooms
water
in your
guns.
house.
You guys never had water guns, and Luke had a sprinkler. Like nobody can.
Drew, your childhood house, how many washrooms did it have?
2.
Only 2?
2.
Oh, yeah.
I had 1.
I
Did
had
it have-
one as well.
Family of 4.
Did it have a real functioning basement?
Oh no.
Later. It started out as this like cement floor, and you would have the insulation and stuff. And
that's so rich, bitch.
My parents would like fixed it up and put like
Rich
wood
bitch.
everywhere.
They fixed it up and put wood everywhere. Can't even go in there
I
now.
don't, it's not hardwood.
everywhere.
It's like just like wood panels.
There's not. It's not hardwood. If you really try, you can break through the balls
Oh,
of the
you
place.
certainly can break it. Yeah.
That's fine. I'll break your house any day of the week. But by house, I mean anus.
Oh my.
I'll break your anus. Oh,
With this
man,
cum
come
cannon.
on.
With this cum cannon dick. Penis.
I got a pea shooter.
A pea shooter? Are we talking like BB gun or like you shot peas?
I shot pea.
Thanks for listening to the debut episode of Season 3 of Credit
Season 3!
Season 3! Season 3! Season 3!